Hey everyone, Brandon Poole here. I wanted to jump on real quick. I'm coming to you from a field in eastern North Carolina here. This is a cornfield that was planted about 2 weeks ago. We're sitting about V2, V3 on most of this corn here on this farm. Wanted to come on now that the calendar's flipped over to the month of May and kind of give an update of where we are with planting, kind of progress update on our winter wheat crop, and kind of touch base on some of the things that we've seen this spring. So most of our planting here in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia has been significantly delayed from normal time of planting just because we were cold, we were wet early on. It's windy out here today, and the day that the rain shut off and the temperature started to warm up, wind started blowing. I don't think it stopped blowing since then. So right now, we're reaching that point where we're probably going to start seeing some planters actually start to part just because we're running out of some of that moisture where we'd be putting that seed in the ground at. As far as the corn crop goes, we're probably looking at somewhere between 70 and 75% planted on that. For the most part, emergence has been great. Crop looks really good. We haven't had any, real cold temperatures or anything like that to stun it or set it back. It's come out of the ground, it's took off, it started growing really nice. Soybeans, same thing. Beans that have been planted are coming up, they're out of the ground, they're taking off, they're growing. When we get into starting to think about cotton and peanuts, however, we're starting to get that dry topsoil, and I really think we're probably going to see a lot of these planters for the cotton and the peanuts stay in the barn until we start getting some soil moisture. We catch a rain shower and start getting that going. As far as our winter wheat crop, we've had pretty much ideal conditions. All of the wheat's finished flowering out now, so we've entered into that grain fill period. And if we can hold on to this nice weather pattern for another 2 weeks, I think we've got really good potential to set some really good grain quality on the crop. As far as yield potential of our wheat crop, it's all across the board. Some guys were able to catch some showers of rain in the fall, get their crop in, get it out of the ground. We had other places in the state of North Carolina, for instance, where we were looking at wheat that sat in the ground for 3 weeks before we caught a shower of rain to get it out. So in those instances, we're starting to see some of that downfall to that delay of emergence, and we don't really have the stand that we were really hoping for. So as far as the wheat crop as a whole, though, I think we're going to be pretty good. So eastern part of North Carolina, we're going to start seeing some of these early herbicide applications and some of those things starting to go out here probably in the next week. You move over into the Piedmont area, North Carolina and Virginia, that way we're going to probably see corn planting starting to wrap up over there. So we'll start seeing these numbers kind of come up to more 80-90% planted as we move into the next week or so.